you addressed this, I think, briefly Sunday. Just the storyline entering the season, Bucs had all 22 starters back, kind of unprecedented, but just is the depth kind of the prevailing storyline of this season, just the way unheralded guys step up one week after another, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think so. I've said it when we first got this team together, like our depth is crazy. I'm looking at some of the rooms like, if this guy goes down, we got this guy, like, going through all the ultimatums, and our depth has definitely helped us get to this point.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll go to Greg Allman.
Hey, Mike, this Rams defense, you've seen them 3 years in a row here. One went really well, the last two not as well. I just want to see what stands out to you about this Rams defense and what you'll see Sunday.
They have a lot of superstars, on that defense, a lot of great players, and they always play really hard, communicate well, tackle well, bring a lot of energy, talk trash. They're a really good defense.
Thanks, Mike.
Jennaline.
Hey, Mike. Some people might draw some comparisons to, the fact that you guys lost to the Rams in the regular season. You're going to be playing in the postseason. They might draw some comparisons to the Saints last year when you guys lost to them twice and then you beat them in the postseason. What do you remember from last year when you guys found out that it would be the Saints that you guys would be facing in the postseason, knowing that you'd already lost to them twice during the regular season?
Well, we know postseason is a whole different ball game. You get the best of the best, all out effort. Everybody's straining to make sure they're playing the next week. And I always like playing a team that beats us, especially like even in the regular season. Like if we play a division opponent, they beat us the first time, I want to beat them bad the second time. Or like last year, we played the Saints twice. I wanted to play them because, they beat us twice in the regular season. I wanted to play them again this year, but, it didn't happen that way. So, definitely looking forward to the challenge come Sunday.
What do you remember about Tom after finding out last year that you guys would be facing the Saints the third go around? He seems to just have a fearlessness too about him that, that doesn't bother him that he lost to them twice last year.
Yeah, I mean, when the playoffs come, you just got to win to stay alive.
Thanks.
Steve Isbett.
Hey, Mike, how hard is it from the player's perspective, that Monday night turnaround to play a Monday night game and then travel across the country?
The traveling is the hardest part. I love playing in other stadiums to see what their fan base is like and kind of feel like your back's against the wall and like shutting the crowd up. I like playing away games for that part, but I definitely hate to travel, especially if it's, over a 3-hour flight.
And the last time you played the Rams, you had over 100 yards. What do you remember just from yourself from that game, how you recovered and how often you matched up with Jalen Ramsey?
I remember we got down early. I know we were down early, so, we started throwing the ball a lot in the second half. They play a lot of zone coverage. Their D-line, got out there is pretty good. And we just started slow. I remember that. Ramsey last year in 2020 followed me the whole game. This year, they're using him more in the nickel spot, but he guards the number one guy sometimes still. So, looking forward to that matchup, and hopefully we can execute better this time around.
Rick Stroud.
Mike, you've always drawn the double teams. You've always been the guy that every defense is going to target for good reason. But in the past, you've had CG or you've had, Antonio or others to feed off, right? I mean, they would get the benefit of that. Now that it's you and Gronk primary targets, I mean, do you even further embrace the idea that, they know where the ball's going. They always, they're going to try to defend you, but you've stepped up these last 2 weeks, your game even more.
Yeah, I'll just do what I'm asked, Rick. Coach, Tom, they all put me in position to try to make a play, and I got to do my best to do it, no matter what the coverage is. Whenever the ball comes my way, I got to make the play and get open as best I can.
Thanks.
Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Mike, with all the success you guys had last year, kind of left the blueprint out there a little bit for other teams in the league. Do you think the Rams actually copied you guys in terms of, going after the quarterback, loading up on some all-star players? When you saw that happening, did you think that was going to be the team that you were going to have to beat? kind of pulling the
I
blueprint that you
definitely
had
thought
last
that they
year?
were going to. They're definitely a very talented team. And in this game, it's the pros. It's the best versus the best. I mean, I definitely thought we'd see them down the road. They played us really tough in LA. We got them. Got the rematch at home like we wanted, and hopefully the outcome can be different this time around.
With their pass rush being so formidable, Bruce was just saying that that doesn't mean we're going to be dink and dunk. Even though Tom gets the ball out of his hands quickly, you guys can't be that predictable in a game like this.
Yeah, but whatever play's called, we're going to try to execute. And I like the game plan this week. I like our chances.
We have time for a few more. We'll go to Kevin Lewis.
Mike, Coach Arians compared Chris Godwin and Cooper Kupp a little bit in their styles, being able to receive and then doing the dirty work. Just as a fan of the game, what do you see from a guy like Cooper Kupp and what he's able to do?
That's actually a really good comparison, I think, because they're similar body types as well. I didn't know Kupp was that big. He got some good size to him. He can run all the routes, very crafty. He's faster than he looks. Great body quickness, great hands, contested catch, complete receiver. And it's a reason why he got the Triple Crown this year.
Last question will come from JC Allen.
Hey, Mike, how much do you think having that playoff experience from last year has helped you guys in anticipating what it was all about? A lot of you guys haven't gone to the playoffs.
Mhm.
And then you mentioned that, the next guy up mentality and the depth you have. What have you seen out of John Brown this week?
You said, what did you say about John at the end? What am I seeing out of him?
Yeah, what have you seen out of him?
I mean, we had a lot of walkthroughs, but I know him. We're the same draft class, a lot of speed, great teammate, and he can get the job done. We're very confident. When his number's called, he can make a play for us, and we're confident.
All right, that's all we have time for. Appreciate taking the time, Mike.
Yep, thank y'all.